Um, I do actually run a marathon. That wasn't a joke. And I do plan a little bit more than just, leaving. But it's not very fun making a 3-hour video of me running. So I'm going to try my best to edit one and make something that's just as equally entertaining as it is educational. So, I guess here it is. As the plan went, I'm not centered. As the plan went, I'd wake up at my friend's house at 5 in the morning for no reason, and if he wanted to leave with me, then he could, but of course he didn't, because no one wants to bike a marathon or run a marathon. But I continued, and I left his house by 5:30. So, here's that clip, I guess. I just woke up. It's like 5:30. And I can't really talk in his house because it's 5 in the morning. And I can't really film in his house because it's 5 in the morning. So I'm outside. It's his front door. And I'm gonna leave soon, which is kind of a big step. It's like something the Romans did. They left for races, right? I don't know. Please give me a name, Mr. Tim. When I was first planning this project, I was trying to think of things that I really enjoyed doing that I could make a project out of. And I really like art and running. But I did art for my last project. So I thought, why not run a race based on the distance between two Roman cities? And as it turns out, there's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't do it. Like, I couldn't move for a week. And it's too late to turn back now because I've already done it. I've got these cool light things on my ankles. They light up so that cars can see me. I just thought that was cool. I'm gonna leave now. So, like I said before, there's a messenger that ran from Marathon to Athens, but in researching for this project, I found that there was another messenger that ran an even greater distance and had an even more profound impact on the war. His name was Pheidippides. I hope I didn't butcher that. But he's often mistaken for the one that ran from Marathon to Athens, but as it turns out, he ran a much further distance. So, as the story goes, during this battle, he ran a message from Athens to Sparta, and then back. For most people, 1 mile is enough to make them tired, and this guy ran 300. To get a scale of how big this is, wait, hold on. If I zoom out, that's slow. This is what I ran, which is a pretty big distance, not gonna lie. That's a marathon, the radius right there. This guy ran how? He ran all the way to this point. 300 miles. That's like visible from all the way back here. You can totally see it. And supposedly he did this in 2 days, which means if he never stopped running and used all 48 hours, he would still need to run at a pace of 9:30 per mile. At normal walking pace, it would take over 100 hours. This guy makes my tiny measly marathon run look easy. Okay, so at this point in the run, I'm like 2 miles in, which is still less than 1% of what Pheidippides did. And I ran with a backpack up until that point because I needed to bring my sleepover stuff back to my house. So I went by my house, and it was kind of sad, honestly. I just got to look at my room from the outside and think about how much I wanted to sleep. Wow, it's really hard to see.
But when I started running, oh, there we go. When I started running, it was like completely pitch black, and now I can kind of see the sky. So that's a good sign. I'm gonna leave my house now.
Anyways, I kept going, and it was 6 in the morning, and not only did I drop off my backpack, I dropped off my jacket. Which, in hindsight, is a dumb idea, because I was so cold, but there's not much I can do at this point. So, I just ran cold for like a couple hours.
This is the first place in so long where I can actually film without it being dark. And I don't really know what to say. Oh. Oh. No. Ah. Oh my god, it's not focusing. 5 miles.
It was at this point in the run when things started really going downhill. I was only 5 miles in, and the cold was super bad. The backs of my hands were turning red, and the wind like stung a little bit. But the worst part was my phone. The only thing that I had to film was getting dangerously low on battery. Not only is that bad for the footage, but I was also listening to music, and without a friend biking next to me, it would have been really boring without music. I stopped filming for a while, and then my phone took a complete turn, and like went from 50% to 1% in a matter of like 5 minutes. It was awful. In memory of my awful battery, I'm gonna insert some shots of what I would have been filming if my phone's battery wasn't complete garbage. The longest distance I've ever ran before this was 23 miles. And I think there's a reason for that. Because around that mark, my body just breaks, apparently. When I got to 22 miles in this run, I had made a really big loop all the way back to my friend's house that I slept at in the very beginning.
Oh my god.
That was kind of demotivating because I honestly really considered asking him to just drive me home. But I persevered despite having blisters on my feet and my knee hurting really bad. And I remember in the last 2 miles, it was just pure fun. I'm saying that sarcastically, of course. It was terrible. I hurt so bad, and I can only imagine what the other messenger would have felt going 300 miles.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I just wanted to take this time to thank the original messenger who ran all the way from Marathon to Athens and who died when he got there. Like, props to you. This was a tough thing to run. But yeah, maybe if I make another final project, I'll run 300 miles. Alright, thank you.